I don't know. Maybe I have to sleep.
You
Maybe
can
I have to sleep on
if
this
you
one.
want to, you
Yeah.
can contact me, right?
Right. If I yeah, if I so like maybe I have to think if maybe I will contact you later if I need to like seriously take the IELTS test. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Feel free to contact me. Our guys will give you more information about the courses and enrollment and things like that. You can find out about me here, English Fire Hanoi, and we have online as well as offline courses. And you can, if you have I don't know, where are you based right now?
I'm in Vietnam. I'm from the south.
Okay. So you can get me on here. I can't say this word on TikTok, but you can get me on this number. You can send a message, and actually, I think Miss Flung will get back to you. But no pressure, man. You take your time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So small girl in big life is. When I contact with you, your online class will be controlled. Yeah, I completely teach the online class, but I also have a TA who's going to work specifically with any problems with you and that I identify that you have. So you will the lessons will be with me, but also we have a TA who, as something extra, will work specifically with you on the problems that you have, right? So that's an extra benefit that we give for with our online classes, right? Do you teach one student? Actually, right now I have a one-to-one, but I don't think that we can do. It's kind of expensive to do it that way. One-to-one. It's cheaper if you join a course, right? But if you join like with other students, then it's going to be cheaper that way, right? So, small girl, we will contact you, right? Maybe I hope that Miss Chang can chat to you. Yeah, Miss Chang is there, and she will contact you and get your contact. We need your contact details. So, if you can send a message to this number, we will be able to get back to you. Miss Chang, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can't see the icons now for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, because my phone is too hot, so the camera is like inactive.
You're too hot.
I mean my phone. Okay, I'm hot, so my phone is on fire.
I have a very, very, very hot co-host. So yeah, can you speak to small girl in big life? She's interested in the online student, right?
Yes, girls, I will send you a message, and I'm waiting for your response.
Okay, great. And try to get her contact information so we can talk to her, right? And got Decor. I think you asked me a question earlier. Do you have any questions? Yeah.
Hi, teacher.
Yeah. Yeah.
How I can you can help me but how I can answer so good in my listening IELTS test
Oh yeah, I saw your message.
because I can do the answer true because IELTS listening conversation is too very
Yeah.
a conversation about multi-ito that I need to analyze to find the correct true answer.
Okay. So
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now, the most important thing about listening, right? Number one, vocabulary, right? So if you don't know the vocabulary, you're not gonna, any other technique is not gonna help you listen better, right? You need more vocabulary, right? So you should be reading and speaking as much as possible. Any new vocabulary that you have, speak into your phone, listen to yourself. Also, I think that a good way for you to study would be to listen to 1 minute of a movie or YouTube and listen very carefully and write down what you hear, right? Then if you don't understand something, stop, rewind, play again, stop, rewind, play again until you hear, and keep writing everything down, right? And eventually your listening skills going to get better and better and better, right? If you do it this way. This way is a very good way, but you have to concentrate a lot, and you can do it on your own. You don't need a teacher. So 2 things, micro listening, writing down what you hear, stop, rewind, play again. You can listen to cartoons, you can listen to anything about a movie, animation movie, if something like that, right? And just stop, rewind, play. Stop, rewind, play. Write down what you hear, right? And the other thing that you should do to improve your listening, right, is so stop. You can do this with your video. The other thing is going to be improve your vocabulary, right? These are the 2 most important things. Until you have the kind of like the vocabulary, the other thing that I do is I teach pronunciation skills to improve listening, because when you learn pronunciation, you have to listen very carefully, and when you're listening to pronunciation, right? So it really helps you to tune in to the speaker, right? And so I teach things like connected speech so that you can improve your listening skills. So the 2 things for me are going to be vocabulary and connected speech before you have strategies for questions or anything like that, right? Those are the 2 most important things. But I think for you, I suggest improve your vocabulary and write down what you hear on a movie or on a YouTube or something like that. Good luck, Decor. Any more questions then? Mr.
Hi, Mr. Alex.
Yeah, who's speaking?
Yes, I'm Mary.
What's your name?
You can call me Mary.
Hi,
Yeah,
Mary.
it's my TikTok account.
Yeah.
So I know you from today's live stream. So recently I had some problems with my speaking. So can I ask you a question?
Sorry, you know me from where?
To the live stream. You know,
Okay,
to
from the live stream.
yeah.
Okay, good. So yes, please ask me the question.
Yeah, I wonder if is adding idiom in IELTS speaking important?
Is adding what?
Idiom. Is IDEOM.
EON. Sorry, can you write it into the chat box? I can't hear the beginning of the word. Idioms. Idioms. Okay, so as I was saying earlier, I don't think that you should learn idioms. I think that the best thing to do is to learn collocations, right? Collocations are better. Why? Because idioms are not very logical, and people make a lot of mistakes trying to use them, you know? And a lot of idioms, the examiners don't like them, like it's raining cats and dogs or something like that. And they're used, and people use them the wrong way. They pronounce them the wrong way. They're used in the wrong context. You know, it doesn't sound natural. They use it in a way that doesn't sound natural. So you can make a lot of mistakes, and actually your score can go down. So maybe if you're already kind of close to band 8 or 9, you can try to learn some idiomatic expressions. But I think that if you're lower, if you're like band 6 or 7, something like that, I would forget about them and stick to collocations. Collocations, phrasal verbs, things like that. That's going to help you more.
Yeah, can you suggest me some of collocation that you use usually?
You can find a lot of, I mean, it's very easy to find collocations online, right? And so, for example, if you check my videos, I've been doing 3-part phrasal verbs. I did some 3-part phrasal verbs. I did 2 shows on that. So you can find on my videos, right? Collocations are just words which go together regularly, right? So you can say, get up early, right? These are collocations. So, and if you want to learn them, you should write them in the book. I also did a show on how to remember vocabulary, and how to remember collocations. So if you have get up early, you can draw a picture beside your phrase, and maybe that you're in bed and there's a picture of an alarm clock at 6 a.m. or something like that, and then an example sentence beside that saying, if I have to go to school, I get up early, right? So you have an example sentence, or a definition. You can write a definition, and get is the verb at the beginning, so you can put the verbs in red color, like that, and also a preposition like up. In collocations and phrasal verbs, there's usually some kind of preposition, so you can put all your prepositions in blue, right? And you'll start to remember them that way. There's different ways that you can remember phrasal verbs or collocations. So I like drawing pictures is a really good way, and using colors and example sentences. Don't write a translation into Vietnamese. Try to find different ways of remembering your vocabulary in English.
Yeah, I sometimes use wrong prepositions in the IELTS speaking, so I don't know how to improve that part.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you need to do exercises or like that. So I mean, if you can go online and get preposition activities. So there's a website called Grammar Bank, and they will have preposition activities. You can do it like that. Another way that you can learn actually a technique is going to be if you have maybe a few paragraphs where they use a lot of prepositions, right? You can get something off the internet, translate into Vietnamese, cover it up, 1 hour later, translate back into English, and then compare, and then see if you're making any mistakes with your prepositions or any other mistakes, right? And that way you will start to see where your mistakes are and where you're making mistakes and how to remember fixing them.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're
Your
welcome.
explanation is really easy to understand. Thank you.
I'm so happy. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate
Hello
it.
guys.
Guys, please follow me and send me some likes. Send me a heart or a rose or a diamond or a coin or something like that. I really appreciate getting some love. And follow me. Bring your friends
Yeah.
here.
Hello
Yes.
guys. Yeah. Actually, I have not got any copy of the IELTS, but my work seems to be relevant to working with the foreign people. So it's quite challenging for me when I say with them on the phone and in the meeting. And actually, my listening is bad, and I have got your advice about how to improve listening skill, and that is the first one you recommend. Learning the new word is very important, and so I really appreciate about that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Then,
for you, definitely number one, vocabulary. Number two, the same thing I told to the girl. I think that you can find what is your job? What area is your job?
I'm working as IT engineer. Yeah.
In what?
Information technology.
Okay, IT.
Engineer.
So,
yeah.
if you have any example calls, or if you want to get say a podcast about IT, something like that, and then listen to it, write down what you hear, stop, rewind, play, stop, rewind, play, and keep listening and write down until you hear. Keep doing that over and over. Stop, rewind, play again. Stop, rewind, play again, and write down everything that you hear. And this is going to improve your listening skills, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can you? Can I have a question? Sometimes I know I think I have know quite lot of the words in English, but to connect them and speak out loud is very hard, very challenging for me. So, is there any way so we can practice it?
Sorry, I don't understand the question. Can you repeat the question?
And I feel that I know quite a lot of words
Yeah.
in English, but to connect the words in a sentence and speak it out loud fluently is very hard, very challenging. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
well,
so
that's
is,
because you know that you learn a lot of vocabulary, but you're not using the vocabulary.
yeah,
So
that's right.
yeah, okay. So the method I said to you is listen to the like the podcast, YouTube or something like that, right? And you will start
Yeah.
to hear vocabulary with context,
Okay.
right? And you will start to hear the words being used in different situations, and then you will start to build up your active vocabulary in different situations. So when you learn at the beginning, you learn the word and you learn the meaning of the word, but you don't know how to use it, and then you
Yeah.
can use it in one context, and then after some time you can use it in more contexts, and then after more time you become proficient. You will become an expert with that vocabulary, but it takes some time, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, it takes time, and you have to see the vocabulary in different situations. So this is why I say to you, start listening to the podcast about IT and write down
Yeah.
everything that you hear, right? Do it very slowly. Stop, rewind, write it down. Stop, rewind,